Oh God, some great news for the Bulls. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. And just like I've told you guys so many times before, again, it doesn't matter if it's good news or bad news. We're here to talk about what is going on with the market so you can answer that simple question, why? Why did the market drop? Why did the market push? That's exactly what we're going to cover today. So first off, let me just go ahead and get right into it. If you guys didn't notice, during extended hours, so this is after market hours, so market was closed, or market closed, but again, the extended hours continue. A lot of people do have access to being able to trade during extended hours. Again, I'm one of them. A lot of people do. QQQ was at support. It was at lows of 470, and then all of a sudden, it went from being red all the way back up to highs of 487, pretty much going back to the same highs that we were at yesterday on Monday, right? So an incredible push up. Now we're beginning to retrace a little bit. And the reason why is that President Trump, during a speech today, it's if you agree or believe what it is that he's saying, again, he's saying that Trump says an earth shattering and positive announcement is coming in a few days. And it has nothing to do with tariffs. But in the same process, or in just, kind of like that same conversation, supposedly China does confirm that there are plans to begin trade negotiation with the United States. Supposedly, this is going to happen with Trump officials in Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken, and it's going to happen on May 9th. Now, I don't know if it's just because of timing. A lot of you guys know what tomorrow is, and I just want to make sure that you're aware. Tomorrow is the FOMC rate decision. So for those that do not know, on a monthly basis normally, not every month, but on a monthly basis, the Federal Reserve meets and they decide if they're going to be raising, pausing, or cutting interest rates. The market is desperate. The market has been begging the Federal Reserve, just like Trump has been threatening Jerome Powell that if he doesn't start cutting interest rates, that he will fire him and remove him. Trump has no power to remove the head of the Federal Reserve. So it's literally impossible. With that being said, they are set to meet tomorrow at 1400 or at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I do plan to live stream it on my YouTube channel. All I literally ask you to do is smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. With that being said, according to the Fed Rate Monitor tool, there is a 4% probability that the Federal Reserve is going to cut interest rates, so very low, and a very high probability that the Federal Reserve is going to pause once again. Remember, this is an expectation. It doesn't mean that this is what's going to actually get reported tomorrow. If there is a big surprise and they do cut interest rates, get ready for markets to rocket. But normally, in my opinion and in my experience, and that's all this is that normally if markets push leading up as they have been, leading up to an FOMC rate decision, and then they don't end up cutting rates, normally the market likes to de-risk leading up to it. So again, markets have been desperate to recover. They've been looking for every reason to recover. Originally, the market began to recover. I'm not too sure if you guys remember, is that supposedly Trump didn't want to raise tariffs anymore and he was open to negotiating with China. That's why the market initially popped up, if you guys remember. Now, they're still not negotiating, but it's the same news. Now they just confirm that they will plan to begin trade negotiations. It's bullshit. It's the same BS over and over again. Nothing has happened. They haven't even negotiated. Yet markets, the same news, the markets are reacting to the same news in a positive way, trying to push the market up higher, yet nothing has happened. I want to remind you what progress has been done with US and Mexico when it comes down to tariffs and trade war. Nothing. And you think that we're going to have it easier with China, who's one of the world's superpowers? Come on, right? Nonetheless, earth-shattering news supposedly is happening in a few days, according to Trump. And also, yes, according to the most recent update, May 9th is the expectation of when Trump officials are supposed to meet with China to hopefully figure out some form of a negotiation. If it goes well, then yes, markets have justified the rally. But again, at that point, is it going to be the buy the rumors, sell the news type of approach where markets begin to sell off because it already got factored in? just like the always market does, or just like the market always does, it gets ahead of itself, right? Or if it comes out where no negotiation has been made, things did not go well, then markets will begin to retrace as, again, more uncertainty continues to unfold. But tomorrow, that's what the market is solely focused on, and that's why I said it's impeccable timing from the Trump administration to highlight earth-shattering news and to highlight that China is open to negotiating right before the Federal Reserve is expected to announce another rate pause. And again, that's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. I also do want to make you guys aware, for those that did tune on in to my live session today, we live streamed AMD earnings, and AMD exceeded expectation. They actually exceeded expectation for both earnings per share and for revenue. So they reported actually better than expected earnings, yet the market still didn't like it. It reacted in a positive way originally as it exceeded EPS and earnings per share, both exceeding expectation. We pushed up about 6 or 7%. What did I say in today's live stream? I'm thinking about shorting AMD because of how it was lacking progress and how Wall Street does not like AMD. If you look at how bearish AMD has been since 2024, it's been on a consistent downtrend. Wall Street likes NVIDIA. It does not like AMD. And because of that, I saw it as an opportunity where it's an overbought reversal. I saw market sentiment being more bearish than bullish leading up to that FOMC rate decision. Markets plan to de-risk. So I saw the environment and condition to be more bearish. So I opened up a short position. I announced it to my LPP team, and check this out, $11,066.08. I closed out my short completely from overall highs of 104 to 105 to covering my short to lows of like 98, 97. I didn't ride the short all the way down to 96. Again, I just approached previous support range and I began taking profits right around 98. I was very happy with it. Again, this exceeded my expectation. I also did take another trade, another short position on PLTR. If you're part of my LPP team, you saw me take that short right at market open where markets began to sell off. So did PLTR. This was one day after it reported earnings and this overhyped up stock began to sell off. I shorted it and I took profits. Again, closing out my short, making my money and bouncing $4,200. The only other one that I also shorted that ended up green was HIMS. And on this one was on the initial retracement, and this one was also caught in today's live trading session. And as you can see, my position is fully closed. The only one that I did take a short position on that did not go according to plan was during extended hours. This thing gapped up. I opened up a short position and it went against me. Right? It's only a $927 loss. I'm okay with it, right? It's because it pushed up, it became overbought. Again, I opened up a short position, but market was too bullish. So again, you can't win them all, but I'm very happy with how today played out. Overall, up about $17,000 on the day. That's an incredible day for me, completely exceeding my expectation. And I'm very happy to see what tomorrow presents. Remember, for every beginner that plans to trade tomorrow, be careful. It's going to be a very volatile day, especially leading up to 2 p.m. Eastern time when the Federal Reserve is expected to announce that rate decision. If this is your first time ever tuning on in or watching the market as it reacts to a rate decision, I'd like to invite you to our free live stream where we're going to watch the market react together. So again, all I ask you to do is smash that like button, subscribe, and whenever you feel like you are ready to join my LPP team, they are the group that get to watch me trade live every single day right at market open. It's designed for complete beginners. It includes the video lesson library. And again, it's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and there's a discount link for you, which is the second link in the description down below. Feel free to check it out and let me know what you think. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.